Hey there, and welcome back to Bites of Italy. I'm Natalie.
And I'm Scotty. We're so glad you're joining us for episode 9 of the podcast. Today we are in Rome.
And we're heading into one of our favorite neighborhoods in Rome, Trastevere. It's charming, it's full of life, and the food scene, absolutely incredible.
We're taking you to 3 different places that totally capture the spirit and the flavor of Trastevere. So, whether you're planning your first trip or your 10th, we've got you covered.
That's right. If you're heading to Rome anytime soon, think of this as your culinary cheat sheet to the good stuff.
But before we get into the food, can we just take a second to talk about what makes Trastevere so special?
Yes, of course. It's one of those neighborhoods that just pulls you in. The cobblestone streets, the ivy-covered buildings, the laundry hanging between windows. It's got this timeless, lived-in charm.
Totally. It feels authentic, like real Roman life. You've got families who've been there for generations living right next to buzzing trattorias and hip wine bars.
And there's always something going on. Musicians playing in the piazzas, locals chatting over espresso, that golden hour glow on the buildings. It's just magical.
And the food scene? Whether you're looking for a quick bite or a sit-down meal, Trastevere delivers.
It really does. All right, now that we've set the scene, let's get into it. First up, let's talk about Supplì Roma, located in the Trastevere district.
Now, if you tuned in last week, you know we took a closer look at one of our all-time favorite Roman street foods, Suppli, a crispy golden rice ball fried to perfection.
That's right. We talked about where to find the crispiest, cheesiest, most mouth-watering Suppli in the Eternal City.
And we've got another must-visit Suppli spot for you in today's episode, too.
Exactly, because this place is an institution, practically. Been around since 1979.
That's like serious staying power, especially in a neighborhood that's, seen so much change over the years.
And at Supplì Roma, their Suppli is like next level stringy and delicious, but most of all, they go wild with options.
Yeah, they really mean it when they say they have a variety that goes beyond the classic Suppli we talked about in the previous episode. They have some really cool vegetarian options, like an aubergine parmigiana Suppli with sun-dried tomatoes, mozzarella, and a hint of pesto.
Then they also have these curveballs you wouldn't expect, like pulled pork Suppli with red cabbage, tropea onions, and Parmesan cream.
But they go all out for seafood lovers, like we're talking cod with Roman artichokes.
Or cuttlefish ink with prawns and orange sauce.
Also in dive, buffalo mozzarella cheese and anchovies, or Suppli with pecorino cream, mint, and lime prawns. They're really pushing the boundaries of what Suppli can be.
They are. And on top of all that, they use top-notch ingredients.
Yeah, San Marzano tomatoes, carnaroli rice, like the good stuff.
Which makes all the difference.
So, Suppli Roma is traditional Roman street food elevated.
Precisely, a must-try for sure.
All right, Suppli Roma is on the list. What's next?
Let's head to the heart of Trastevere, near Piazza Trilussa.
Here you will find Trapizzino, the famous creation of Roman chef Stefano Caligari. Classic Roman food with a modern twist.
Now, for people who haven't seen a picture, can you describe what Trapizzino is?
Okay, picture this. It's like a triangular pocket of pizza bread.
Like pizza calzone?
Kind of, but lighter and crispier. Almost like a pita bread, but made from pizza dough.
And then they stuff it with the most amazing fillings. It's so much more than just a sandwich.
That's where the magic happens. 5 classics fillings are always on the menu, and then they rotate in 3 seasonal specials.
That's smart. So there's always something new to try. Let's talk about classic fillings.
Well, they have the doppia panna with anchovies and stracciatella, a traditional Italian cheese made from strips of mozzarella mixed with fresh cream. Creamy stracciatella cheese and savory, bold anchovies go perfectly together.
Then there's a comforting aubergine parmigiana, if you're looking for something vegetarian and a little more familiar.
And then for a more classic Roman experience, they have meatballs with tomato sauce.
Oh yeah, that's like pure comfort food.
Total comfort food. And they also have pollo alla cacciatore, which is a hunter chicken stew. Chicken pieces in white wine, vinegar, and rosemary sauce. This is the first flavor in the Trapizzino family and also the most popular.
Oh yeah, that's like proper Italian home cooking right there.
Exactly. And then they also have tongue in salsa verde.
Yeah, the green sauce made of parsley, olive oil, capers, anchovies, and a touch of salt. We tried it in Florence with beef tongue and other delicacies. It's delicious.
And on top of that, they have this whole Rome's winery concept going on.
Yeah, they have a great selection of wines from the Lazio region. A wine list that includes over 100 Lazio labels.
Perfect for pairing with your Trapizzino. It really enhances the whole Trastevere experience.
Absolutely. Plus, they've got seating inside at the counter or outside on the piazza, so you can choose your vibe.
Trapizzino and local wine. Check. What else do we have?
For our last stop, let's switch gears a little bit and try Vanda Restaurant, close to the Sisto Bridge.
Vanda Restaurant. Okay, tell us more.
The name refers to beloved chef Vanda Colangeli, who over the years left her mark on the historic Trattoria Mario located within the same walls. Think of it as a contemporary, clever, and highly enjoyable osteria, but with a focus on authentic Roman cuisine.
Like really high-quality Roman food with a modern touch. I love that.
And it has this great reputation for warm hospitality, a place where you feel genuinely welcomed.
And their wine knowledge, apparently, it's phenomenal. Wine bottles are actually part of the decor.
Yeah, it is a friendly place where the protagonists are almost 800 wine labels on the walls. Sparkling wines, white and red, bottles divided regionally from north to south.
That's cool. And they also have a counter area where you can just pop in for a glass of wine or a craft beer and some snacks.
Exactly. They have a small area, perfect for a more casual experience, and a larger, more rustic dining room. A little something for everyone.
Keep an eye out for their chalkboard menu, too. That means they're featuring fresh seasonal dishes.
The menu is a Roman feast. It includes classic Roman dishes like Saltimbocca alla Romana, made with thin slices of veal topped with prosciutto and sage.
Saltimbocca alla Romana means jumps into the mouth in Italian, referring to the delicious and flavorful nature of the dish.
Yes, and this dish is really tasty.
Vanda also has a delicious Puntarelle alla Romana, a traditional Roman salad, made with the tender, crunchy shoots of a specific type of chicory, known as asparagus chicory, seasoned with an aromatic dressing of anchovies and garlic.
It's a little bitter, but this unusual salad is a Roman specialty.
Exactly.
And Vanda is the place for you, especially if you look for the classic Roman pasta experience, because on their menu, you will find the so-called Four Musketeers of Roman cuisine.
Which are the pastas, Cacio e Pepe, Gricia, Amatriciana, and Carbonara. Big hitters.
These are non-negotiables. Can't go to Rome without trying at least one of these pastas. And Vanda really nails them.
They do. And what's really amazing is how these iconic dishes are actually all connected.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at the surprisingly simple yet profound connections between these four musketeers. It's going to be fun.
Okay, let's start with the purest form, Cacio e Pepe. It really doesn't get much simpler than this. Pecorino Romano cheese and black pepper.
Yeah, we talked about this pasta in the 7th episode of the podcast.
So, Cacio e Pepe is our base, our foundation.
How do we go from that minimalist masterpiece?
Well, picture this. We're going to add just one key element to that elegant simplicity, guanciale.
Guanciale is a cured pork cheek. It's a richer, way more flavorful cousin of bacon.
Yes, precisely. And that single addition transforms Cacio e Pepe into pasta gricia.
And where do we go from there?
Well, here's where it gets really fascinating. From Gricia, we have two distinct but equally delicious offshoots.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, first introduce ripe tomatoes into the equation along with the guanciale and the pecorino cheese, and you arrive at the classic pasta amatriciana.
Got it. Tomatoes takes us to Amatriciana. What's the other path?
The other path involves adding eggs, and that brings us to the much-loved pasta carbonara.
So Cacio e Pepe is the starting point, then guanciale adding that depth in Gricia, and from there the addition of tomatoes leading to Amatriciana, and then eggs without tomatoes creating carbonara.
Exactly.
It's like we went on this fascinating culinary journey just through a few core ingredients.
And that's the key takeaway for you, dear listener, to understand that these four distinct and beloved Roman pasta dishes are fundamentally variations on a theme.
Yeah, they're all built on a foundation of simple, high-quality ingredients combined with skill and tradition. But let's get back to pasta carbonara for a moment, a dish that's almost a legend in itself and one that I love.
That's the one pasta dish that really screams Rome.
Totally. But like so many Italian dishes, its origin is kind of a mystery and hotly debated. One of our favorite stories is about the U.S. Army arriving in Rome in 1944.
The story goes that American soldiers, tired of their standard army meals, would bring their rations, like eggs and bacon, to local restaurants.
And the Roman cooks took those ingredients and tossed them with pasta, creating a dish that was rich, satisfying, and totally craveable.
And just like that, pasta alla carbonara was born, or at least that's one theory.
Either way, it's delicious.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, there you have it, folks. Just a little taste of what awaits you in Trastevere. We've got Supplì Roma for that innovative street food experience.
And Trapizzino Trilussa for that delicious combination of Trapizzino and local wine.
And the Vanda restaurant for that warm and inviting Osteria vibe. What a lineup!
Yeah, whether you're looking for a quick bite or a full-on meal, you'll find it in Trastevere. It's all about figuring out what kind of culinary adventure you're in the mood for.
So, dear listener, what's that first perfect Roman bite you're going to take?
That's a great question. Write your answers in the comments.
And before you go, don't forget to subscribe to Bites of Italy so you never miss an episode.
Yep, we drop a new episode every week, and next time we're taking you to the area around the Vatican.
That's right. We'll talk about where to eat, sip, and relax near one of the most iconic landmarks in the world.
Whether you're exploring the museums or just people watching in St. Peter's Square, we'll make sure you know exactly where to go.
Until then, thanks for listening and buon appetito!
See you next week. Ciao!